and welcoming Vanessa Acosta, Gregory Jen, Monica Ochoa, y Roxana Rodriguez.
Welcome, family and friends. Una gran bienvenida a todas nuestras familias y nuestros amigos. Thank you all for being here to celebrate our graduation with us. You have all played an instrumental role in our success at Notre Dame. It is only fitting to take some time to share with you the moments of our undergraduate journey. Our theme for this year's celebration is one of empowerment and being able to overcome any obstacles that we've personally encountered. It's quite a common phrase, but no matter how many times it's said, it always seems to get our communities excited. Yet we chose it because as we move on to the next steps of our journey, a few words of encouragement can go a long way. And on that journey, through exciting moments of promotions and program acceptances, as well as through difficult times, we'll always remember the phrase,
Sí se puede. When I arrived on campus for freshman orientation, I was sick with pneumonia and utterly unprepared to leave everything I knew behind. I worried that I would never make any friends. I worried that I wouldn't be a good enough student. And I worried that I would miss my home too much to be able to build a home here at Notre Dame. I remember sitting in the dining hall with my mom and my aunt for dinner before they had to leave me, and all of these worries were racing through my mind. I was quiet and I barely touched my food, two things that are drastically uncharacteristic for me. And I will never forget the way my mom looked over at me and she said, "Eat your food and show me that you can do this." That was her way of responding to all of my worries. What she was really saying was,
Sí se puede.
2 days after the 2016 election, students banged on my door, shouted profanities, racial slurs, and threats, and even attempted to break into my room. I always took great pride in my Mexican and British heritage, but this torment made me feel isolated from my biracial identity. I lost all sense of security in my own room. For the rest of the semester, I felt the need to move off campus to stay with one of my best friends just for a good night's sleep. Through the support of professors, friends, priests, and especially my mother, I wrote a letter to my assailants in The Observer, the Notre Dame student newspaper. I felt the need to address my attackers. I needed a way to regain control of my memory and recover my own sense of value that was stolen from me during that trauma. I not only mustered the courage to write to my attackers, but also the strength to forgive them. I forgive them for their insults, their jeers, the feelings of isolation and pain they caused me. I forgive them for everything. I reaffirmed my pride in my Mexican and British roots. The efforts to denigrate me for my identity failed. Certainly I was insulted by their actions, but I was never ashamed of who I am or where I come from.
Sí se puede.
We've all faced different challenges to get here today. As a first-generation student, it wasn't always clear how to navigate the system. It's almost like having to constantly play catch-up. Furthermore, there is extra pressure to succeed and to honor all the sacrifices that our parents have made. So I would just like to take a moment to think about how far each of us has come. Whether it be having faced culture shock, uncertainty choosing a major, or terrible homesickness, we did it. Whether it be worrying about our single parent at home, the unique challenges faced by out-of-status families, or mental health issues, we did it. It might not have been easy, but look at us now.
Sí se puede.
Both my mom and my aunt helped me move in my freshman year of college. So I was very excited when junior year finally came, and they would both be able to join me for Junior Parents Weekend. I could not wait to show them how savvy I had become and how much of a home I had built out of this place. I was ready to introduce them to the friends I had made, take them to my favorite restaurants, and generally parade them around campus, all the while showing off what a cool college girl I had become. I was too wrapped up in these thoughts to prepare myself for the struggles that Junior Parents Weekend would also include. I wasn't prepared to answer questions about where my dad was, and I definitely didn't prepare myself or my family for a potential language and culture barrier between them and some of my friends' parents. I worried about my family feeling uncomfortable or out of place, which is a feeling that I struggled with a lot throughout my freshman year, and I did not want them to experience this during the few days they would be here to visit me. However, once they arrived, I realized that my worries were unnecessary. Having my family be a part of the life I had built for myself on campus just felt right. And they definitely made me believe that I had become that cool college girl I dreamed of being. This experience allowed me to see that I could make myself at home in a new place while staying true to myself and where I came from. Through this experience, I once again realized,
Sí se puede.
Several years ago, my father battled cancer and passed away. The stability of my life as I knew it collapsed. So my mother raised me as a single mother. I love you, Mom. My mom became both mother and father to me. She was the person that I owe my work ethic, my character, who I am, and who I will become. She taught me that not to allow such circumstances, specifically the death of my father, to hinder me from achieving my dreams and achieving my goals. Coming to Notre Dame was a big deal. Neither of my parents had the opportunity to attend college, and I was not only going away to college, but I would be over 2,000 miles away from home. Despite these challenges, I excelled here. I thrived here. I found the Institute for Latino Studies with mentors such as Dr. Fraga, Dr. Richmond, and Dr. Bustamante. I was able to do research, and I was able to present it, not only once, but twice to faculty and students, both at Notre Dame and at El Colegio de la Frontera Norte. I was able to demonstrate my research interests mattered, that my research that I performed would have a real-world impact. These efforts would later lead into a senior thesis with Professor Richmond, receiving the best undergraduate paper in the Institute for Latino Studies. I was not only able to make my mom proud, but I know that I was able to make my father proud in heaven too. Sí
Sí se puede. My first year at Notre Dame was filled with so many hardships as well. Coming from an underprivileged high school and community, I definitely wasn't prepared to come here and study aerospace engineering. I'll admit, I failed my first college exam in chemistry. I couldn't catch up nor keep up with the pace of everyone else. I almost even admit that I almost dropped out. Not only was adjusting academically hard, but I also really missed my parents and especially my mom's cooking. I'm sure you all know that tacos and tortas don't taste the same here as they do at home, right? However, I soon found a home in Sunday Spanish Mass, and I found my Notre Dame familia by attending the Latino freshman retreat. Some of you here are actually really large reasons of why I decided to stay, and why this dream of graduating from college is finally becoming a reality. Sí se puede.
Once more, we would like to say thank you to everyone here today. We are happy that you're able to celebrate with us this very special time in our lives. We couldn't have done this by ourselves. Behind every graduate here, there is an immense support system. Family and friends who were there when we thought we couldn't do it anymore, who pushed us through and encouraged us every step of the way, who surrounded us with love and guidance. We are very blessed to have you in our lives. Gracias a todos.
Sí se puede.